And here it is, folks, the biggest day on the football calendar. The day when dreams are realised and shattered. The AFL Grand Final. Hello and welcome. Hitting the turf today will be Hawthorn and the Saints. Today's game from the MCG. Terrific weather for finals footy. I'm paired in the box today with Matthew Richardson. What a pleasure.
Hi, Dan.
Richo, today is the biggest day in footy, isn't it?
There's no doubt about it. This is the biggest day on the footy calendar.
The banners look great as the players get set to run through them. Banners ready for the players. You couldn't orchestrate a more perfect setting for this year's grand final.
They should take their time here and savour every moment.
Richo, grand finals don't come around too often for most players. Tell us what it means to be out there today.
In the end, it's all the extra effort that separates a winner from second place. You head into this game hoping that you've done all the work to come away with the ultimate prize.
Umpire tosses the coin. Hawthorn win the toss. The siren is yet to sound. They say all things come to those who wait, but I'm starting to wonder if anyone will be around to hear it. And the grand final is underway.
The players will have some severe nerves at the moment, but they should calm down after the first bounce.
Gibson doesn't waste that opportunity. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. No contest for that mark. Good drop punt by Steele. Nice contested mark by Bruce. 50 metres out. That kick has covered a very long distance. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. Nunes with a great kick. The game officially underway now. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The bounce, laser straight. McAvoy taps it. Robertson is able to grab it on the half volley. Shields handball short, and he's heading for home. Smith watches as it sails through the air. Stephen with no time to delay with that kick.
Dempster has got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game. He boots it. Strong mark there. Savage puts his boot on it. Strong mark there. He slams that on the boot. Hickey with the ball.
Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop punt. And the ball goes over the boundary near the 50. Oh, he's given that to an almighty thump. Strong mark. Bruce kicks it. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark.
Mitchell has got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game. He lines it up with the goal. Roughhead with good strong hands. He lines it up with the goal. Roughhead goes for goal. Roughhead has got it. The scores are all tied up.
The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. And there's the bounce. Punch by Hickey. Gibson goes back to collect the ball. A free kick and several teeth. That's a massive kick. Bruce knows he needs to hang on to them. Gunston made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got great hands. He's missed it. The Hawks higher point.
Stephen is someone you'd want to stand in front of. When he kicks, he really kicks it. He gets boot to the ball. Dempster boots it. Rioli with the mark. He steadies now in front of goal. Puts boot to ball. He kicks the ball. He slams that on the boot. He gets the upper hand.
Riewoldt puts it on the boot, and the mark will be paid. Boots it. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Bruce with the daisy cutter. Gilbert with the mark. Gets boot to high. A great effort.
Savage has got some sure hands. He doesn't often fumble the loose ball. Savage shoots for goal. Sends it home with a huge kick. The Saints won't say die and have taken back the lead.
The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The bounce straight down. McAvoy gets onto the ball. Robertson slams the ball onto his boot, trying to get it away as quickly as possible. Gets the loose ball. He gets his hands on the footy, finding the running player. Gilbert cool under pressure, releases in time. Going for goal number 1. Goal from a long way out by Geary. The Saints with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading the Hawks 18-7. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce.
McAvoy's shown a lot of character with his recent performances. Smith gets the loose ball. The loose ball is picked up. Ross onto the ball. He's holding the ball. Out of bounds on the full. Free kick to the Saints, and the ball goes out of bounds. Robertson puts his boot on it. Dempster just wanted it more then.
Spears a low ball. Great mark. Going for goal number 1. Ball goes over the line and out of play. Kicks hurriedly. Rioli with the mark. He surely won't miss from this distance. He takes the shot. It's going. Rioli. He sinks his first goal. Nothing separating these teams now. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. McAvoy gets the tap. The ball gets dropped as the tackle is made. Is in his possession. Rioli now with a chance to grab the lead for his side. Out of bounds, dangerous spot near the goal. Stephen kicks hard along the boundary line. Let's see what the stats have to show.
Not a lot of difference in the tackling stats. The Hawks are slightly ahead with 8-7. The handball stats show that the two teams are fairly even, with the Hawks on 4 and the Saints on nothing.
Thanks for that, Richo. A quick break and we're back at it.
This quarter will tell us a lot about how this game is going to shape up.
Robertson bumps. He boots it from the pack. Takes that one strongly. Savage slams it on the boot. Hickey over the top. Penetrating hand pass. Going for goal number 1. Akers holds his breath like David Blaine as he watches this one. St Kilda over. Hawthorn by 11. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckmen unleash. Palms it down nicely. The bouncing ball is controlled. The loose ball picked up. Gets boot to high. Montagnier wins the marking contest. Kicks it. Marked by Newns. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. A monster kick will be required from here. And he's kicking on a 30-degree angle. This could prove difficult for him. 45 metres out. Gilbert with a fairly straightforward shot for goal. Fantastic goal by Gilbert. St Kilda have scored the last 2 goals. The Saints with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading the Hawks 30-13. There's the bounce. McAvoy taps. Robertson just got cleaned up and sent back to Neverland. Gets boot to high. A great effort.
Rewalt, it's got a decent leap on him, but there's still some room for improvement. Gibson puts his boot on it. Weller with a strong mark. He's got a hold of that one.
Lucky bounce collected. Montagna passes it. A lot of possessions for him. Goes short with a hand pass. Nunes dodging for no reason at all. Savage kicking the ball free of the pack. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 45 metres out. Gilbert to kick on a 30-degree angle. And certainly not the easiest of shots, that's for sure. He decides to play on. Stratton launches it. Marks. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Gilbert has the chance to add one more to his tally. Gilbert gets the goal with an ambitious kick. That's his second. This kick stretches the lead. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. McAvoy, nicely outclassing Hickey, takes possession. Penetrating hand pass. And he's heading for home. Stephen takes an uncontested mark, kicks, a mark by Gunston. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 50 metres out. A 45-degree shot is not too hard. He just has to keep his cool. Billings picks it up. Rioli onto the ball. Rioli going through his routine. Unfortunately, they made the grass very short tactically this week. He'll need his Saturday or Sunday best from here. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. Nice goal from Roughhead. The Hawks are in some real trouble here. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. A dead straight bounce. McAvoy without a touch. The clearance by Hickey. He threaded the needle to get the handball out. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. McAvoy is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate Carlisle. Mitchell there to mop it up. Gives it to Gunston. Not sure what the problem is from here, but something is definitely wrong. That looks nasty. He'll be rushed to the rooms for medical treatment. Don't think, though, he'll be coming back. That drop punt works well for Dempster.
Rioli is just a really smart player. He knows every opponent's strengths and weaknesses and looks to exploit them and take advantage. He lines it up with the goal. There's no contest for that mark. Stephen kicks the ball. He marks the ball. Mitchell taking aim. He lines it up with the goal. Mitchell kicks for goal.
He collects the loose ball. Dempster onto the ball. That had some power behind it. A solid mark from Armitage. Intercepted by McAvoy. He's done a Lady Gaga. It kept everyone guessing. Unfortunately, placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. The spilled ball is collected. Sends the Sharon on its way. McAvoy has it. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. Going for goal number one. It's in the air. Goal. That's two in a row for the Hawks. They're gathering some steam now. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. McAvoy hits it. Let's take a look at the stats, Richo.
Both teams fairly close in the handball stats, 11-7. Not a lot of difference in the tackling stats. St Kilda is slightly ahead with 19-16.
Thank you very much, Richo. An interesting first half. Let's see how the third quarter pans out when we return from our halftime break. Finally, the third term begins.
I'm excited and a little bit sad about entering the last half of the year.
Intercepted by Bruce. Revolt feeds it wide. Umpires picked it up. He stepped over the boundary line. Shoulders locked, eyes on the ball. McAvoy is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate Hickey. Controlled by Burgoyne. Gets it away in the nick of time. And the ball goes sailing out of bounds. All eyes on the ball as the ruckmen battle it out. McAvoy with the hit. A favourable bounce.
The Hawks have shown great discipline out there. They haven't given up any free kicks easily. Unfortunately, it isn't making the biggest impact on the scoreboard. Rioli, with beautiful hands above the head, he really is a great target to kick to. Puts boot to ball. Bruce takes the mark uncontested.
Now do you think he can kick this one, Richard?
It's just too far out for him, Dan.
Going for goal number 1. Has it got the carry? Richo, help me out here. What was he thinking?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Stephen assesses his options now. He's just trying to find a loose man in the defensive 50. Boots it. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. The ball is thumped towards goal by Rioli. His mistake costs him a possession. Right now he looks like a man in a darkened room trying to discover where all the furniture is. Mitchell going for number 1. Pinpoint accuracy from Mitchell. Hawthorn have scored the last 3 goals. The lead is easily in reach for Hawthorn. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. McAvoy really gets onto this one. Controlled by Rioli. Handballs to the running man. A desperate kick there. Smith looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one.
Smith's got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster. Hawthorn with a chance to lead, just 2 minutes left.
Stephen really got onto that one, right off the sweet spot. That play is as high-tech as it can for. Booted by Roughhead, and they like it behind the goals. He likes it. Goal! The Hawks have scored the last 4 goals. Hawthorn steal back the lead. Oh, he'll be loving that goal when he sees it in the highlights package. The ball bouncing well. McAvoy gets the tap. Akers controls it. He threaded the needle to get the handball out. Pick up by Gresham. Hand passes. Mitchell with the interception. Moves it quickly by hand. That was a sloppy handball. Sends the ball to open space. Handballs from the tackle. Stephen passes it. Now he wants it back. Hickey runs off the ground like someone just gave him a Metamucil smoothie. Jams it on the boot now. Counting down, we've hit the 92nd mark. Strong mark by Membry. Takes that one strongly.
Bruce can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy. He boots it. He marks the ball. Rioli lines up.
Going for goal number 2. Brown gathers. Brown with the kick. He wins the contest. Willett with a clinical drop punt. Armitage with the mark. He lays off the pass. Akers slams it on the boot. This is a great angle to kick from. He boots it. Oh, it's hit the woodwork. Bad luck for Nunes. Stratton playing on out of the goal square. Takes that one strongly. A wayward kick from Burgoyne. Membry claims it. A lovely drop punt. Billings claims it.
Billings may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure. Gilbert with the mark. Gilbert shoots for goal. Good mark.
Stratton kicks. Wins the hard ball. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. We'll have a look at the stats.
St Kilda and the Hawks are close in handballs. Neither team appears to have a distinct advantage. Neither team showing any superiority in the tackling count today. Really close, locked horns in the tackle contests, 25-22.
You always have that unique perspective on things, Richo. The final term has commenced.
It's the last quarter and there's just no holding back now.
McAvoy with a big fist on it. Puopolo sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Marks. Opportunity for roughhead. 25 metres out. A pretty safe bet from this position. Roughhead whacks one on the boot for goal. A magnificent kick right through the middle. Roughhead with his fourth. He's certainly playing well.
Roughhead needs to gain a more familiar and consistent goal-kicking routine. And when he does that, he will be rewarded with more accurate kicking results.
Like a banana through a letterbox. What a wonderful goal. He acknowledges the crowd. The ball is bounced.
McAvoy is just a real workhorse in the ruck, and I reckon his teammates really appreciate his uncomplicated approach to the game. And the ball is out of play. It's tapped down nicely. Burgoyne gets it off the ground. McAvoy gains the loose ball. He's got the footy now. Robertson has given away a free kick.
As Darren Hinch would say, shame, shame, shame. The ball goes out of bounds. Kicks. Stephen marks it.
Stephen has super fast reaction time. He could catch an arrow. Sending it on its way. Gibson gets a favourable bounce.
My ball, says the umpire. McAvoy guides it. Shields comes away with the ball. Jams it on the boot. Montagna got under it. Goes for distance. Taken by Membry. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. He spears the ball. Geary gets it on the bounce. Nunes hammers the ball for goal. St Kilda is down by less than a kick. Stratton playing on out of the goal square. Membry marks.
Membry is really good at reading the play out on the field. He just needs to start doing it faster. Just 2 minutes left. A goal now will give St Kilda the lead. Gilbert sinks the long kick. The Saints won't say die and have taken back the lead.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Hickey without a touch. The clearance by McAvoy. He collects the loose ball. Hits the running man. McAvoy takes a shot at goal. And it's close to goal as the ball goes over the boundary line. Neither ruckman giving an inch. Hickey with the punch. Tackle, but gets the handball off. Rioli lining up. He's on a 30-degree angle. It's a shocking kick. Has it got the carry? The clock ticks down with only 90 seconds left. The ball goes over the boundary in the pocket. Jams it on the boot now. Wins the hard ball.
Brown has got some sure hands. He doesn't often fumble the loose ball. It comes off hands. O'Meara intercepts it. Quick hands finding the running player. And the ball goes out of bounds.
McAvoy hits it, takes possession, gathered by Billings. Robertson onto the ball. Rival grabs that one. Kicks to the square, taken by Burgoyne. Slams it on the boot. Picked up by Hickey. Stephen finds his man on the move. Oh, that's just giving the ball away. He's read that well. Takes control of the ball. Takes control of the ball. He's gone the mongrel. Puopolo will be cursing the breeze for that one. Margin not a big one, but time is certainly against them. He misses the mark. Right now he looks like a man in a darkened room trying to discover where all the furniture is. Hawthorn lead. A goal the difference. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. McAvoy aims for his man on the ground. The bouncing ball is controlled. Hawthorn sending out McAvoy. Carlisle with the mighty fist. Soccer kick. The loose ball picked up by Langford. Bump by Birchall. Gilbert grabbed high by Podge. Opportunity now for Gilbert. A monster kick will be required from here. It's going. The big kick for goal goes straight through. That's goal number 4 for Gilbert. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Punched by Ziegler. Bruce with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Rioli picks it up. He's got it. He gets a free kick. Jams it on the boot. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Did you like that term, Richard?
Wow, we're all tied up at the break. This should be a great finish to this match.
Richo, how well are these teams performing?
Both teams fairly close in the tackling stats. St Kilda 39, Hawthorn 31. Although St Kilda have had 25 handballs, the Hawks are on 20, which isn't much of a difference at this stage.
That's a unique spin on things, Richo. Get your popcorn ready, strap yourself in, because we're in for a hell of a show.
I've always made a total effort, even when the odds seemed entirely against me. I never quit trying. I never felt that I didn't have a chance to win.
He handballs. He runs for the goal. Roughhead chips it to the pocket. Hawthorn with a marginal 1-goal lead. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Nice bounce. McAvoy hits it. Bruce is able to grab it on the half volley. Nice mark there. Steele with the kick. Out of bounds in the pocket. Langford kicks. Nice mark there. Stevens wins the marking contest. A monster kick will be required from here. Stevens with a kick at goal. Stratton needed more altitude. I think it was touched.
Stratton really wears his heart on his sleeve. He plays the ball to himself. He boots it. Has the mark all to himself. Smith mistimes it. The mark will be paid. Membry looking for distance. He takes a strong mark. He boots it. Steele with great hands.
We'll go to Richo for the stats.
The tackling abilities on display from both sides appear close on the scoreboard, with the Saints on 42 and Hawthorn on 31. The Saints and Hawthorn are close in handballs. Neither team appears to have a distinct advantage.
Enlightening, Richo. It's overtime. Here we go.
You can't put a limit on something. The more you dream, the further you get.
Tackled, but gets the handball off. The ball is on the ground, and it's picked up by Mitchell. Kicks it. It's Edward Scissorhands. He handballs. Bruce takes control of the ball. The umpire says, give it to me. Kablamo! Stephen sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Gets the handball. Burgoyne. What a big hip and shoulder. Handball short. Robertson kicks. He takes an uncontested mark. Boots it. Akers approaching home now. Opportunity for Akers. There's a vast chasm between him and the goals ahead. Gibson has been told to play on. Taken by O'Mara. And that torp has gone supernova. The Hawks have won the grand final. What a game of footy. What a grand final.
You can see it on the faces of these 22 players that they gave it everything they had.
Well, it was a wonderful game to watch, and it will go down as one of the all-time great grand finals. But of course, that's no consolation for St Kilda.
St Kilda will be haunted by this game. There will be endless questions about how this one got away. They just lost touch in the late stages of the game.
It's every player's dream to be doing what this team is doing right now. They're soaking up the moment after winning the grand final.
They should really spend some time lapping this up. They deserve it.
I wouldn't be surprised if, intermingled with that sweat, a few tears of pure joy and exhaustion are being shed right now.
Yeah, they worked hard and now it's time to celebrate.
Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Richo.
It's been a pleasure, Dennis. We'll catch you next time.
Teamwork is the thing that counts.